You're watching India Today Tech. I am Pavni Jain and I'm so pleased to welcome you all to our Q&A video. I do this video every Friday. I take your tech related questions that you guys ask me. So if you have any tech related doubt or question or anything to ask me, you can put it in the comment section down below of this video and use the hashtag Let's Get Techie and I'll take it next Friday. Yes, it's as simple as that. Let's begin with today's questions. Question number 1. It's written by AB Rashid Malla. He's written best phone of Redmi series in price range of 10k for a student. Rashid, I have two options for you. You can either look for Redmi 8A Dual or Redmi Note 8. Second question is by Harish Teliki. He has written suggest a phone under 18k, good display and smooth performance. I'm not a gamer. Okay Harish, again I have two options for you. One is Realme X2 because you talked about display and performance. This phone comes with AMOLED display and runs on Snapdragon 730G chipset with Realme UI software. So good cameras, good battery also and good performance. But the next option is Samsung M30. This phone is year-old, but when you say display, it has to be a Samsung phone. Next question. Sai Mohan has written, does Redmi Book laptop comes to India? Or can I choose Lenovo, HP, Asus, Dell for some video editing and student purpose like programming, etc. Redmi Book is only rumored to come to India as of now, but if it comes, we are expecting lower prices. So I would say just wait for a while. That's a great option. Next. Shriman Singh, what's your opinion on Galaxy M30 or should I wait for another? I need battery life and camera. As per your requirement, which is battery life and camera, M30, yes, that's M31, comes with 6000 mAh battery and 64 megapixel quad camera system as well. So yeah, you can go ahead with that phone, but it's the performance that I'm little skeptical about for this phone because of its processor. Next question. Jetku has asked Vivo Z1 Pro versus Realme X. Realme X. Next is Mukund Narasimhan. He has written, I have budget around 35k. Shall I go with iQOO 3 as it has good powerful processor, or give me a suggestion on powerful processor, Snapdragon, mobiles around 35k. OnePlus 70 still holds the top rank for me when it comes to that price point. Next, Vignesh A. Please suggest what are the best budget smartphones under 10k and 15k price after new GST hike, except Oppo and Vivo. It's a very good question, Vignesh, because I get a chance to promote my previous video here. So go check out my previous video where I've compiled a list of top budget smartphones as well as mid-range smartphones. If you want, I'll put the link somewhere here on the screen. Yes. So yes, you should go and check out that list. The whole list is your answer. Next question. Chirag Sadana says, I need a suggestion. I want to purchase a phone with better capabilities. Which one will you suggest me to buy? iPhone 11 or OnePlus 8? Capabilities in what sense, Chirag? I mean, with your question, I assume that you want a good performance in a phone. So that way, the phones that you have mentioned, OnePlus 8 and iPhone 11, both of them are extremely nice. But the difference is that they come from different price categories. So if you want to save some money and you're okay with Android, so you can go ahead with OnePlus 8. And being an Android smartphone, I think it can multitask better. But if money is not a problem, you can buy one like iPhone 11. So with that phone, iPhone 11, you will get 3 years of flagship like performance plus 2 years of additional normal usage. I mean, because with iPhones, you get normally 5 years of shelf life. So that's longer term usage with iPhone 11. And here's a pro tip. So in case you end up buying iPhone 11 or that's what you want, then I would say you should wait for a while because generally at this time, Apple may cut down the prices of the iPhone 11. How much, that I can't say, but if you're not in a hurry, you can wait, so you should wait. Also, I have a question for you. Why don't you consider the new iPhone SE 2020? Just asking. Next is from Ellen Xavier. He writes, why the price of SE more in India compared to other countries? Does the new SE a good choice for a 40k buyer? The price of new SE in India is high because iPhones are not manufactured in our country. So due to import duties, taxes, depreciation, and the recent increase in GST, this happens. And if it's a good choice for you to buy or not, then it totally depends on your priorities. As in, if you want up to mark performance, wonderful cameras, the cameras that can also record good videos, secure platform, then you can go ahead with iPhone. Otherwise, if your concern is good display and decent battery life, then you can also consider buying an Android device. Next question, please. R. Okay, that's his name. R. He writes, Realme 6, Poco X2, Note 9 Pro. Which is best value for money? Poco X2. Next. CH Rahul has written OnePlus 70 or 8. OnePlus 70. RJ writes, I want to buy an AMOLED display handset with telephoto option. Budget is approximately 25k. Which one you suggest? Redmi K20. But RJ, so if I would highly recommend that you should extend your budget by rupees 2000 so that you can buy the Redmi K20 Pro base variant, and that performs even better than Redmi K20. So go ahead with that one. Kokiat has written Snapdragon 765 or 855 Plus, which is better? Thanks. Snapdragon 765 is more power efficient chipset and it gets 5G connectivity. Sadly, you don't get this chip in any of the Indian phone. So what we are left is with 855 Plus, which is the second best chip right now for Android phones. And it's 4G, but you don't have to worry. I mean, it's still going to take ages for 5G to reach India. Plus, this chip also helps you with gaming experiences. It's really amazing. And you get this chip in phones like OnePlus 70 or Realme X2 Pro. What else do you need? Next question. Anurag Tyagi writes, how good is the Samsung Galaxy A9? Samsung Galaxy A9, that's what he has written, right? This phone was launched 2 years ago. So what is the point? I mean, I don't see. Because Samsung phones generally get 2 years of Android updates. So, and it's a 2-year-old phone. So there is no point in buying that phone. If you want a new phone and want to stick to Samsung, then I can suggest you to buy Galaxy A51 that was recently launched, and at this phone is at a similar price point. So yeah, works for you, should work for you. And in case if you are okay with some other brand, then you can also look for Realme X2 Pro. So with this, we have reached to the very last question of today's Q&A video, and I'm taking this by Arun Melepurakal. He has written, what do you think about Motorola phones last few years? And the Edge and Edge Plus are coming to India. What do you think about these phones? Are they going to price the phone wisely? I mean, they should. Motorola has always been that one cool brand we associate ourselves with. I mean, I remember buying myself the Moto G, yes, the very first phone of that series back in 2013 as soon as it was launched, and it was amazing. But somehow it has lost that charm. So yeah, I mean, Motorola is still trying. They have launched the new interesting Android One phones last year. But I couldn't recommend those phones to many because either because of their weak chipsets or substandard cameras. But I think this year is different. I mean, yes, this year is actually different. But I meant it in terms of Motorola phones coming or launching this year. So yes, they have come up with Edge and Edge Plus, and those phones seem really promising on paper. Now what depends is, let's see, I mean, how much Motorola prices it, and it totally depends on it. And as soon as they are in India, I'm going to review them for sure. So with that, you should also like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.